Hello everybody, it's Murialda here again, and welcome to another unboxing. So this figure got here about a half hour ago. FedEx didn't even bother to ring the door bell or knock or anything. They just gently set the box down on my front steps and walked away. Luckily I just happened to glance out the window and see the guy walking away, so she didn't have to sit outside for much longer in the fairly warm weather. We're inside again. So I've been having this problem. I want figures. I don't know why, I just do, but I can't find ones that I like or that I want. So when I do, I buy one. So I did have Supersonico ordered for this month. It's really looking like she's going to be delayed because it is the 27th of August right now, and there's been no notice or announcement. So, whatever. This one I wound up getting from a Big Bad Toy Store. I've looked at Ami and all that, and I just decided, Sonigo is probably going to get delayed, and so it doesn't make sense to buy something from them and have her delayed and can't combine the shipping and have to make multiple trips to the post office. But I was watching some unboxings like this one, only probably better, and saw this figure. I had liked her before. I decided I really liked her now, so I picked her up. She was the cheapest at Big Bad Toy Store, actually. Or at least once you figured in shipping. So let's go ahead and get her open, or out of the box at least, so that we can see who she is. Hint, if you're clever enough, you'll actually read the title and you'll know. It is a pretty big box. Big Bad Toy Store uses bubble wrap, and you can see her a little bit already. Oh, there's the invoice. Don't want to show you that. And they're typical buy our Transformers and crap line stuff. But get this off to the side, and there is Forte. Yep, this is Dark Dragoon Forte, or if, as it says on the box, Forte the Devoted. She is from Shingeki no Bahamut, also known as Rage of Bahamut. She is manufactured by Kotobukiya and is a 1/8 scale. She was originally released on June 24th of 2016, so it's been a couple months. Not too bad. I ordered her, like I said, from Big Bad Toy Store on the 23rd of August. And it is now the 27th. I did the FedEx shipping. And I paid for her $129.99 USD. And then like $8 for shipping. Like I said, once you factor in the shipping, it was cheaper than other places. Plus, I could do the FedEx shipping that didn't need a signature. So even if she had arrived while I was at work, I wouldn't have to make special trips to the post office. So I have another figure from this series. I have Vanya, who we'll bring up for comparison later. I also brought out my Luxuria figure because I think she's going to fit pretty nicely with Forte. So since I've watched unboxings or reviews of this figure, I know that she is very wide because of her spears. I have seen that she can fit in a Detolf. I think I'm going to probably keep her on top, but I'll try and get her in there and fit her in. Mine are getting pretty full. So that was kind of the box spin around. Rage of Bahamut definitely has some very nice artwork. It's a card game. They did make an anime out of it. Most of the characters I care about didn't show up in the anime. I don't know if Forte was in there or not. And then we'll go to to the top and the bottom. Yep, it's a pretty large box. If we go back to the back, I don't know what this is. Probably a code to get a... Lift this up so you can actually see it. Might be a code to get a card in the game. I don't know. We'll go back to the front, and there's the little side game sticker so you know it's real. And that's enough blabbing. Let's get her open. She does seem tall. And like I said, I know she's going to be very wide. It's kind of like corrugated cardboard, so a little bit thicker. It's not just, you know, the paper board that some figures have. And the inside of the box is just like purple clouds. Woohoo. Put this off to the side, maybe. And get Forte back up. So there is Forte in her blister packaging. It's got some like foam paper. Got the instructions on the bottom. Got her spears separated out. Yeah. So I did notice on MSC, some people, her face was kind of very red, like she's really blushing or is hot-headed. Mine doesn't look like it has that issue, so yay. Let's pull off the instructions. Probably just saying, hey, don't be an idiot, put her spears on like we say. Because, as you can see, she is screwed to her base already. So there's not much assembly to her. So yeah, it's just instructions showing how to put her spears onto their pegs. Don't really need them, but hey, they always say if you think something's idiot-proof, they're gonna make a better idiot. So let's cut the tape. Box doesn't really even fit on the turntable, so we'll put it on the table. Ah! Right there, the bane of my existence, a metal twist tie. So let's see if we can get that undone. Funny thing, I was just watching my Hanakawa unboxing like maybe an hour before she showed up. And same thing, metal twist tie. As I said before, I hate these things. I kind of wish they didn't put them in, because I can never get them undone. At least not easily. Though it does hold the blister together and keep the figure safer, I guess. But that can go in the garbage. Now we'll get her out of the blister packaging. Opens a lot easier that way. So, we'll start with her black spear, or lance, or whatever. So it was wrapped around the tip, and these are very sharp. You have to be careful you don't blunt them or stab yourself, actually. So it's got some pretty nice detailing on it. It's very shiny black. There's its peg hole. Looking up close, it could be sculpted that way, but I do see like some wrinkling. If we focus, we can see a little better. Yeah, you can kind of see it right in there. Like I said, it could be sculpted that way because these are weapons that she uses, so maybe it's taken some damage. Put that one off to the side. And then here is her white spear, or lance. Once again, fairly sharp. It's a little bit less sharp. Maybe. It's not going to focus, whatever. And it's got some more nice detailing on it. I like the underside has like the gray part. It's pretty cool. This one seems smoother, less of that wrinkling on the plastic. I don't know if, like I said, maybe it's meant to be that way, or maybe it's the paint, or the plastic was a little not smooth enough. Probably once you get a little distance away, you won't notice it. And then we have Forte. And it looks like all of her plastic just came right off, fell off, didn't have to pull it off or anything. Yay. Put the blister off to the side. And all the plastic falls around. Oh, off. Blech. I can't speak. I stayed up late last night. So anyways, here is Forte herself. Forte the Devoted. Dark Dragoon Forte. So, one thing that I wrote down is some of the pictures I saw of her on MFC, the dress, it kind of looks black, but if you get up close, bring her a little closer, it's kind of like a very deep, dark purple, which is nice. So I'm noticing on the black spear that's attached to her hand, it does have that same like wrinkling there. So, like I said, it could be meant, it could be purposeful. It's something that you don't normally see, so that kind of makes me think it's a flaw, but who knows. We'll spin her around a little bit. Like I said, she is screwed to her base, and it is a very big base. Push her back a little, so maybe she gets all of her horns in the screen. But there is a lot of detailing on her armor. It kind of has that Kotobukiya-esque, not very crisp on the very fine details. I mean, for the most part, yes, but there are some parts where it's, Kotobukiya. Not to say it's bad. It is very good. They always do a good job with like the sculpt and the hair and everything. It's just the painting sometimes falls a little short. So there she is from the side. And there she is from the back. She has a lot of hair. It's got a nice little gradient to the purple, like translucentness. And then back to the other side. And then just because there is her crotch shot, she has on purple underwear. You see it from the back. Has a nice booty. It's actually pretty modest, and unless you're looking for it, you won't be able to see under her skirt. Before we put the spears on, I'm going to take this out, get a close-up of her face. Yeah, it looks pretty good on camera. Some of the pictures, it looks kind of bland and plain. Her eyes are kind of matte. They're not very glossy or anything. Got kind of a little scowl, which makes sense because she's, a warrior in a battle pose. She has some horns on her head. Looking at the top. Yeah, there is the typical seam line, but it's very well hidden this time. It kind of looks like it's not really a seam line, it's part of the sculpt. She's got a green jewel on her necktie. If we get a little closer, we can see the paint around the edges of the armor. There is where it kind of looks a little off, but she's definitely worth the price. Look at her little knee guards, and her stockings have the wrinkles and everything. She has her high heel boots on. And that flame effect is actually, I think it's part of her cape. So let's go ahead and put the camera away. And let's get her spears on. So this is what really makes her super, super wide. Because you can't really separate the spears off from her. You can't take them out of her hands. And it just looks stupid with just the pegs if you don't put the tips on. Let me spin her around, maybe get a better angle. This one is kind of giving me problems. Yeah, so this one's a little tight. Let me pause and get this on there. I don't want to break anything. I'll be right back, okay? Bye. Sorry about that. I hate pausing in the middle of these videos, but like I said, it was giving me some problems and I didn't want to break anything. Turns out I wasn't really putting it in at the right angle. But now you can really see just how wide she is. Like I said, I have seen pictures. She will fit in a detolf if you angle her just right. And basically like my Hokey is from corner to corner instead of sideways. Just for a little size comparison, I thought we'll go ahead and bring up a can of Coke just so that you can see. That's something almost everyone knows how big. So yeah, she definitely is large. She takes up a lot of space. She's only 1/8 scale. So yeah. Now that we've got her spears on, let's go ahead and do a little spin again. While I was putting her... I'm calling them spears. They're either spears or lances or whatever. While I was putting them on, I did get a little bit closer look at some of her details. Like her hands are very nicely done. There's... like all the fingers are separate. And there's, this nice wrinkles in the gloves. So yeah, she's like a black and purple theme. And red and white. I mean, there's lots of colors to this. Lots of detail. One complaint people had is the base. Which, I mean, it's a black oval. It's kind of thick. It does have like white dots on there, like speckled paint. I think it's supposed to represent like a star field, but it kind of looks like dust. I don't think it looks that bad. I think it looks good. Yeah. Let me do another quick spin while I think of what I want to do. But yeah, she really is very detailed. I say Kotobukiya quality. That typically means, the paint. But they have always impressed me with, like, their bases and their accessories and, like, the sculpt. And, yes, she is definitely very, very nicely done. Like I said, there's a couple lines that are kind of But when I sit back and I look at her, you don't see them. It's just when you get, right up close, put your eyeball on it, then you see it. And the camera, when it zooms in, it blows everything up and magnifies all the issues. Just wanted to look at her back again. I haven't really gotten a good look at that. But, I mean, the back of her knees are very nicely done. Come on, focus. Oh, yeah, she does have, like, a plate on her back under her hair. You'll never see. But they go the extra mile and do the detail. So there it is. I do wish her spears came out of her hands. Or she had alternate hands or something. But, yeah, you do what you gotta do. And then, like I said, I do have another Shingeki no Bahamut figure. So let's bring Vanya up. Just to see a little comparison. They fit together pretty nicely, I think. I mean, they should. It's the same series, kind of the same art style. Vanya is the little queen. She's a smaller vampire. Dark Dragoon Forte is large, and she's like a dragoon. She rides a dragon and stuff. I mean, I've never played the game. Don't quote me on these things. So yeah, they look good together. It's probably a nice quick spin around. And then we'll put her off to the side. So this one is not from the same game, but with all of her details and like the style of her, I think she'll go together pretty nicely. So we have Luxuria, who is another very large 1/8 scale figure. Luxuria is by Broccoli, and she's from ZX, Zillions of Enemy X. And yeah, I think they go together pretty nicely. I hate taking the camera out, but I'm doing that a lot this time. So if we get a little bit closer, we can see like the faces are slightly different sized, the features. And Forte, she actually has a normal sized modest bust, unlike Luxuria, which is, ginormous. But yeah, I think they kind of fit together nicely. Lots of the finer details and everything like that. Go ahead and put the camera away. God damn it. Derpedy derp derp. Another reason I hate taking the camera out and putting it away like that is the power button sometimes gets pressed and shuts the camera off. So yay. Put Bonnie off to the side again. So yeah, let's go ahead and close this up. This is Dark Dragoon Forte, or Forte the Devoted. She is from Shingeki no Bahamut, or Rage of Bahamut. She is manufactured by Kotobukiya. She is a 1/8 scale figure. Forte was released on June 24th of 2016. I ordered her August 23rd. It is now August 27th, and she just got here about less than an hour ago. And I paid for her from Big Bad Toy Store $129.99 USD and about $8 for shipping because I didn't want to do the cheapo shipping. I wanted her to get here quick. And yeah, I think she looks good. I'm glad I got her. I don't really know anything about Forte. I know very little about Rage of Bahamut. I am finding I'm really liking the art style of the figures. And yeah, she is very wide because of her spears, but that doesn't mean she's not good. If you like her, just plan on where you're going to put her. Let's go a little bit closer. Maybe stack the boxes. And we'll do... Sorry about this. Just trying to get a better angle of her. We'll do one final spin around. I have to pull it back because it's going to hit the spear lances or whatever. Yeah, Forte. She is very large. She is very beautiful. Definitely could kick my ass. The lance is hitting the little stand. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.